Yes. Okay, welcome back, everyone. So I recently posted in the discussion section of my channel about how I made a mistake. I made the big mistake of updating the mod pack without actually reading in detail what I was updating it to. Now, I had previously looked at the updates and seen that they had done some things, such as making zombie brains edible, and I think one after that I saw was they re-added DecoCraft, and I'm thinking, hey, these sound really cool. I'm gonna update that. But when I did that, I didn't check the version. So TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded 2 has officially been updated to Minecraft version 1.12.2. The version that you have all been watching me play is on 1.7.10, which is why Thaumcraft works. That's why, or at least the version of Thaumcraft that I've been playing. All of this, that scared me to death. I forgot that was there. That's why these are here, is because it was on 1.7.10, not 1.12.2. So when I loaded the game, this world did not work. I will show you some clips of everything that went down. It was very rough. I felt very conflicted. I was excited because I was thinking, hey, I can start a new season, even though I'm very disappointed that I'd be losing all the progress that I made here. I mean, I just got this so tall, and I just made the blast furnace downstairs last episode. I was very conflicted yet excited at the same time, and I didn't know how to feel, but I went ahead and tried it. And I recorded 2 half-hour episodes, along with a 10-minute video explaining, hey, season 1 might be gone, before jumping into the recording of the other episodes. In that 1 hour time frame, because I didn't do anything off camera except for maybe a little bit of walking, I died 13 times. They made it so impossibly difficult. They basically made it Thaumcraft meets, or I'm sorry, not Thaumcraft, TerraFirmaCraft meets RLCraft. That's not okay. So if you haven't already seen me playing RLCraft, I have 2 episodes currently uploaded on the channel. You will understand what I mean if you go watch that, or if you've watched anyone else play RLCraft, or if you even know what it is. So they didn't have all those lycanthrope, whatever the mod is called, I can't remember, with all the very detailed, multi-polygon shaped mobs that are in the game. They didn't add that. They did add the fire and ice mod, so you will see dragons such as this. There's a dragon. There's a dragon. I think it's mad at me. It definitely appears to be mad at me. And dragons killing you, such as this incident. Oh, there's the Northern Lights again. Following those is what got me. Bruh. Did it follow me the whole way? It's very uncomfortable. My cat is licking my foot. It's very uncomfortable. Any mob can see you basically from wherever it spawns. They move faster. My cat is tickling my foot so much. Skeletons can shoot about twice as fast. It is insane. Creepers sprint towards you, and once they reach you, they turn invisible, so you don't know if they're close enough to blow up. But they are. It's very, it's not okay. And then after I did all that recording, I found out that there were audio issues because I messed up something with the sound gate, which might still be messed up because I went and tampered with it a little bit, and I haven't done any testing, but according to my audio feed, it looks like it's doing okay. So, that is all of that. I'm back in here. I can continue playing, and I'm very excited about that. Nothing appears to have been lost. Everything is okay. I can continue playing without much of a struggle. So this then begs the question, how long will I stay on this season of TerraFirmaCraft? And do you all want me to switch over to the painfully difficult thing that I will probably not enjoy? Or do you want me to continue doing this? My preference, if you couldn't tell already, was to stay on this one because, good lord, that was not fun. It was fun at first, not gonna lie. It was definitely fun at first, but it became frustrating to a ridiculous point. So I don't know how I feel about doing that. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a talky video, and I apologize. I didn't really plan a whole lot of what I wanted to do here, besides getting on, testing things out, and talking. So one thing I do want to talk about is, and this is something that you've all probably heard of already. It's not exactly a fun conversation, but it's a conversation that I feel needs to be had. So, recent events with YouTube have become a little concerning. Now, I recognize that I am speaking from the point of view of a small content creator. I don't actually have the thing pulled up right now, but last time I checked, I think I had 160 subscribers, which for me is huge. Like I'm very surprised by that. I did not expect to be doing even this well in any amount of time. So that's pretty big for me. But even still, I'm very concerned because of recent events happening with YouTube. And a lot of you probably already know what I'm talking about, and that's the COPPA issues that the FCC has been throwing down on a lot of content creators. So I need to now consider exactly how I'm going to start labeling my channel, if this is going to be a channel that is, quote, made for kids or not, even though YouTube is legally, there's a thing that says you cannot make an account here unless you're 13 years of age or older. But because YouTube bragged so much about how big their child base is, they shot themselves in the foot and therefore shot every content creator in both of their kneecaps. It's very frightening because now if you label yourself as not child friendly, but your content looks like it's child friendly, any video that has that discrepancy, for lack of a better term, will result in a fine of $42,000. Every single video. So you'll probably see a lot of your favorite channels disappearing or changing drastically. So I now need to decide exactly what I want to do. So I've intentionally made my channel more child friendly. I'm usually very careful with my language, that sort of thing. I am admittedly someone who has the mouth of a sailor. I curse up and down all the time. If you've ever been to my live streams, you know this. I don't censor myself very well. And that doesn't bother me. Language like that does not bother me. As long as you're not using an intentionally hateful slur, language doesn't bother me. I don't like the concept of censorship. To me, they're all just words. As long as you're not trying to hurt someone with them, they're just words. I think there was one episode where I slipped up, and as a result, I just bleeped. I edited in a little bleep so that you didn't hear anything, and that's fine. But that, I guess not even but. So as English, please. Because I'm already adjusted to this, it's not going to be as hard for me. But some channels, it is going to be a very big problem. I'm probably going to start labeling myself as having child-friendly content. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm gonna do it. I'm not usually one for kids. Like I don't hate children if by any stretch of the imagination, but like I don't usually feel super comfortable around kids, so I don't usually even think about it that much. But because of how YouTube is, I think about it more, and because of how YouTube is going right now, I don't have a choice but to think about it more. So that's a thing. So just be wary if you see any changes. Let me know what you think. I do this for entertainment. I do this for fun, but I also do this to entertain other people because I enjoy entertaining people. I always like to be the one that makes people laugh. That's what I try to do in real life. That's what I try to do whenever I'm making any sort of content online. That's what I try to do. I like making other people feel happy because I know what it's like to not feel that way very strongly. So I try to make a lot of people feel very, very good. So now I need to make sure that I'm tiptoeing a little bit harder to make sure that I'm not going to get screwed over by trying to make people laugh. It's going to be a weird situation. So I'm going to stop rambling about this. I've been going on for about 10 minutes now and not really accomplishing anything. So enjoy a few clips from my adventures or misadventures of the 1.12.2 TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded, and I will see you back here in just a so here we go. Hope that this works properly. I'm a little nervous because it took a very long time to load the game. Normally, oh no. No, no, no! Oh my god. Oh, this is trippy. Electroblob's Wizardry. Oh! Are they hostile? Oh no, they're hostile! What? Oh, bro, that's not fair. That's not fair. Oh, come on. I literally can't move. Okay, oh, come on, dude. This isn't RL Craft. What is happening? Because I know that's going to be important. But before pretty much... Oh my god, that's a bear. Dude, those skeletons can shoot for so far. Whoa. Why is there blood on my screen? Whoa. Oh, bro. Look at that. Look. It just disappeared? Guys. Guys. What? He's riding a horse! Oh my god! When did this become so hard? I came here to have a good time, and I'm feeling so attacked right now. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed that. It was definitely a little painful for me, but it was definitely amusing at first. I spent a little bit of time just now making a little bit of wool cloth, just 'cause it was there and I wanted something to do, but also thinking about what I wanted to do for extra progression, how I wanted to proceed with my adventures in this world. So I've decided that I want to make steel production a little bit more simplistic, I suppose, maybe a little bit more advanced. I kind of just went two different directions with that, didn't I? I want to make it easier, but more technologically advanced. So I'm going to clear out some space because I have an idea. I want to make my first sag mill, and I want to make an alloy smelter because I can use the sag mill with some coal to make coal powder or coal dust. And then I can use the alloy smelter with that along with some flux and some iron. And thanks to the Tinker's Construct smeltery, iron is not exactly an issue anymore as long as I can go mine for it. And I want to be able to produce at least the pig iron by doing that method to help cut down on requirements. Now, I know I just made that blast furnace, so it seems a little bit silly that I'm now trying to actively avoid using it very much, but here's the thing. I was under the impression that a water wheel required a steel ingot, and apparently it does not. It just requires the water wheel segments, 4 of which, and look at that. Look how easy this is. So I'm going to make a building dedicated to water power. So I need to kind of lay out the blueprints essentially for how I want to do this. I need to get the land flat enough for me to do this. Maybe just kind of build out to the side. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm going to get a bit of a water source. Oh, I have my bucket right here from which I can work with. And let's just grab a little bit of that. Now, if you remember, this does just create regular water. It doesn't create anything that I can drink. However, I should still be able to use it for the water wheel. So I'm going to make an infinite source right about here, I think. And this is where I'm going to start my areas. I'm thinking building here and outward, and that's just going to be how I get some I guess early game power, is going a little bit overboard with the amount of water wheels that I'm going to have. Then I need to figure out the connectors and everything, which actually I probably should look into real quick and see exactly how that's going to be done. Give me just another little moment. I'm going to do some thinking and some planning, and we'll see. Alright, so I have an idea of what I want to do now. I've been thinking about, or looking at the recipes for things, and I think I am okay with what I want to do. So I went out and gathered some wood. I have a good pile of greatwood logs, not to mention all the ones over there. There was a greatwood tree that used to be out there that is no longer there. I replanted it, and so it will regrow in 9 in-game days, and total left. So let's get to work. So what I want to do is I'm thinking I'll probably end up with having 2 stories. And I'm thinking of having maybe 4 water wheels down here, maybe 4 on the front as well, actually. So I have 8 on each floor and have a total of 16, maybe? Kind of what I'm thinking of right now. Now, obviously, I'm going to be building the building, or at least starting the construction of the building right now. I might not have enough to actually build all the water wheels, but I do have a lot of creosote oil. So it shouldn't be hard. I even do have some more cooking up right now. I took some of the logs from the trees that I cut down and popped them in there. And here we are. So let's get to work. So what I'd like to do is let's actually start off. I don't like that I have a, just one missing in that, but that's okay. So let's just do you. We'll just start with... Do I have my saw? I do have my saw, so we're going to cut all these into lumber. Not throw them on the ground like that, huh? Oh wow, looks like I would have had to make some room anyway, so we're going to be making a ton of these planks. Now the real downside is it's going to take so much wood to even build the floor. This is probably going to be a huge challenge and quite a big project to take on, so I'm probably going to be building it in increments. I'm likely not going to be doing everything at once, because that would just be a little insane, you know? Be a little bit too... Because that was just 2 stacks of greatwood planks. So exactly how I want to build this, I haven't quite decided, but I think I'm just going to kind of figure it out as I go along. So what I'm planning, I can probably just cover this area, is what I'm currently thinking, and just leave this area open for whatever. So what I think I'm going to do, I might even cut out the dirt. Start from here, maybe? Let's do that. The shovel is not going to last for much longer, let's be real, but I might have another one back in the house from me going on my little roguelike dungeon adventures. Yep, there it goes. Do I have another? Not on me, so let's go grab another shovel real quick. I didn't really... You know what? Let's get a little primitive. Just a little primitive. This probably doesn't even have enough durability to carve through this whole area. It might. We'll try it. I might stop right on the edge here, just so there's a little bit of extra room, perhaps. A little too wide gap. And I'm not worried about all of this exposed marble either, just because it's about to be covered up with the wood anyway. I don't really see it as being that big of a deal. Alright, so that has been taken care of. So I'm thinking on the sides here, so this is all going to be floor. I'm not even considering the wall right now. So just for the floor, I'm thinking 2 spaces before the first water wheel, just so I have room to work around. And then we'll do this actual part. So let's go ahead and bring this out. Now, I need to remember how big the water wheels are. I want to say they are 5 in length, so one... This whole area, they might be like a 5 by 5 area? If I'm remembering right. That's right. But let's bring this back. So I'd like to have... How much room? About to here for the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to have that be 3 wide, right? And then we're going to do 1, 2... Maybe another gap of 2. Maybe a gap of 3. Then 1, 5. Then 1, 2. And the wall can go right here. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking right now. So now you can really see how much space this is going to be taken up, or how much wood this is going to be using in order to build even just this little bit. And so this is already planned out for... Whoa. I forget that Smart Moving adds this feature where you can kind of side jump like that by double tapping your arrow keys. Yeah, speaking of Smart Moving, the 1.12.2 mod pack, Smart Moving is gone, and I just did not know what to do with myself. It became very difficult to dodge the insane number of bears that I kept finding. Alright, so that is 1 length. I can probably push it back a little bit farther, but we'll see about that when the time comes. That's going to be 3, and then 1, 2. And we can do the next 3, 1, 2, and another. I hope this is making sense in everyone else's mind. This is kind of how I think. That's 1, 2, 3. Four. So that will bring me 4 water wheels. I do need to make a little bit more room. Yeah, this is just for the floor. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the walls and everything. Should I make all of it out of wood like this? Or should I try to mine up a bunch of stone and use stone for the walls? It would be a big project if that's how I did it. But, I mean, I can mine out those boulders down there, maybe with a chisel, and break those out. It would take a while, but I could do it. So let's now do a little bit more. Great wood logs here, and now this might end up being something that I do a lot of off camera just because of the nature of it. It's gonna take a long time to do, and it's not exactly a fun thing to watch, you know, so I'm probably gonna cut out a lot of the building here and maybe do it just maybe in between episodes or just in between little projects. It's not gonna be something that's gonna be all completed at one time, I don't. Well, hopefully not anyway. Sometimes I do get real stuck in a project and I just have to do it. That is somewhat planned out now. Now what I should have done is left spaces open. But this is all just the flooring. I'm probably gonna let the water wheels sit up above the floor and have the water running underneath them. I haven't exactly decided the proper method of me doing this just yet, but we'll see. We'll see. So I'm just going to lay out the main perimeter, the overall building. And the main reason I'm using great wood, besides the fact that it just looks so nice, is that it's so plentiful. I can get so much of it in such a short period of time, and that's what I really like. As long as I have the stuff growing, then I am gold. Bother me because I'm gonna... Okay, so that is the perimeter and then a little bit of this. So for some reason, I'm not laying the walkways first. I'm laying the water wheel section first. But also I'm going to need to use a lot of wood just to make the water wheels. Because that's all going to take planks as well, if I remember right. quite a number of them. Lay a little bit more of this down. Whoopsie. A little bit more of this down. I think this. Yeah, it is. All right, so that is laid down. I do have another couple of layers to go. So that's just kind of an idea of what I'm going to be doing. So we are going to have a water wheel out here. I'll get a sag mill made and an alloy furnace. Now, how do I make an alloy furnace? Is it? That's just more. This is what I wanted. Let's see, so the basic capacitor is one thing I was looking at. It's not too expensive. It is 4 iron plus 4 copper capacitor. So that's going to be 16 gold in total. 4 iron, 4 copper, a little bit of redstone. Not too bad. And I believe we found some redstone here and there, so we can get all of that to work. Alright, so now that that is taken care of and we've gotten that idea going, let's see about actually making the thing, if possible. So for the alloy furnace, let's see. Oof. Okay, that's actually going to be kind of pricey. Ooh, it takes a good bit of steel, huh? So the alloy smelter is going to be something that I will have to wait on. I think the sag mill is going to be the first thing that I make, because that doesn't take steel, it just takes a good bit of iron. Plus a little bit of obsidian, that's not that big of a deal. Do I actually have redstone yet? I do actually. Oh yeah, because I went and mined up a lot of it. Okay, so let's see about just making the sag mill now. Let's see, it was the sag mill does take the 4 steel ingots for that though. Okay, so that is something I'm gonna have to work on, but everything else, so I really just need the 1 iron. Now, with that in mind, what about the alloy smelter? The same deal, right? It's going to take a lot of iron and a little bit of fire clay. I can work with. In fact, I'll probably be replacing that blast furnace, right? So I can just use. Yeah, if I'm going to be replacing the blast furnace anyway, I can just use that. I'm just going to have to use the blast furnace enough to get this going, and we'll be good, right? So that's fine. Let's go ahead and see about making a little bit of. Ooh, wait a minute. How do you make the piston? Still regular. Okay, yeah, still regular planks and then smooth stone. That's gonna be a potential tricky bit here. Do I have a on me? What about a hammer? Do not have a hammer. Borrow this one. All right, now this I think we'll turn it into just regular smooth stuff. Let me make sure. That makes it smooth, I think. Or can I steal some rock? Or marble would be fine. I don't want to take it from there. Take it from over here. Like you? No? The hammer have to be next to the chisel? Now, I was reading your comments, and there was a problem that I was having with the chisels before, but... Aha, here we go. So this should make it smooth. Perfect. Or... There we go. That should be it. And this is a method I'm considering for building the entire walls. Possibly the ceiling up top as well, is just chiseling the stone and then mining it up. Now, I recognize that that would take absolutely forever, so that's definitely something that would be done off camera, but I'm also deciding if it's even something that I want. It would take a very long time to actually get that done, but I might. We'll see. It's empty, that's why I'm trying to fill it. There we go. I keep forgetting that smart moving is in this. I've gotten a little not used to it. I've been playing Enigmatica 2 lately. I have made a single player world of just the regular version so I can experiment with nuclear craft, which I am loving. So that's, I think, very late game in the expert mode. But I've been getting so interested in doing all of that stuff that I'm probably going to be cracking down more on some Enigmatica 2 expert videos. I did just release one the other day, but it was one that I'd recorded during my very first recording session like a month ago. So clearly I'm not the best YouTuber out there, but you know what? I'm trying. We needed 2 pistons, right? So a couple of you, so we have some pistons. Now look at that. We actually got an achievement. Wait, so we got an achievement for making the piston, but not the blast? Okay, wow. The rest of everything I need, I actually have, except for this. I need the 4 steel. I have 1 steel, but I need 3 more just to be able to make this. So how's about we just hold off on finishing that little until we have at least 1 water wheel going, huh? So let's use some wood that we have laying around, and let's see how many water wheels we can make. You grab you. Not expecting to burn through all of these logs so quickly. A little frightening. Now wait a minute, do I make the treated wood like this? Let's see. This would be planks. Oh, that's right, I have to leave in the barrel. I did forget. Okay. And it's 125 per plank. So a 1 bucket amount would yield 8 of these? Am I mathing right in my head right now? 125, 250, and then times 4. Yeah, so 8. Yeah, so 1,000 millibuckets would be 8. So I could actually do that. Okay, I might do a couple sets of this just to make sure that I'm going to have enough, because I don't know exactly how much this is going to cost me. I need 4 of these per water wheel, and I need 3 water wheels for every section, and I want 4 water wheels per row. So, or 4 water wheel sections per row. So that's going to be 12 times 4. So that's what, 48? No. Yes. Yes, 48. So I need 48 of these. So that's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Means we're going to want to get this prepared. Oh boy, we are going to need several of those big trees up there. Several of those big great wood trees. Do I have any extra saplings? I might as well start growing some more, you know, because it's gonna take a lot. Let's see. Check all my unorganized chests. Ooh, that's right, I did have a lot. Awesome. See, it's been about a month since I've been, or a little over a month now since I've been on this world. Oh, speaking of, the last time I recorded, I was about to go on vacation. I've gone on vacation. It was a wonderful time. I got to see a lot of sights. I got to visit Muir Woods, which, if you've never been, it's amazing. If you've never heard of it, it is a forest in California that is just filled with redwood trees, which are so gorgeous. They're massive, absolutely, but they're very beautiful, and I feel very lucky that I got to see that. I saw a lot of things. I went to Yosemite. I went. There was a lot. I'm not going to sit here and ramble about how wonderful my vacation was, because that's not what you're all here for. I'm gonna plant you here, and that should be enough spacing. I don't know if there's enough space over here. We'll see about that one. I'm gonna get a lot of wood here, I hope. That one. Are there any other safe places I can plant one where it'll actually have enough room to grow? It will tell you once it's run out of its wait time. If it can't grow, it'll just say, "Hey, there's not enough room here." Got you down. Know that there's some lava nearby, so I will be careful about that. But I think I'm gonna plant this one right about here. That should be plenty of space. That'll give me a lot going on. So I know a lot of this time was spent just kind of chatting, and I apologize if that was not very exciting. I'll probably leave a little thing at the beginning saying, hey, cut to this time if you don't want to listen to me yammer on about YouTube stuff and whatnot. So I am thinking about cutting it here, though, just to give you an idea of what I'm going to be doing. Was kind of, I guess, the main goal of this episode, besides just chatting up a little bit. So that's gonna be a thing. I'm gonna get that water wheel thing set up. I'm probably gonna do a lot of work on that off camera, just so that you all don't have to sit around watching me build stuff, you know. So yeah, I appreciate everyone watching. Again, I know this wasn't the most exciting episode or installment of the series, but it is, in my opinion, better than what the alternative was, which was a whole new season in a version of the mod pack that I wasn't super thrilled about. It looked cool, and I don't want to bash it. It definitely looks like a challenge, but it wasn't the same feel, and I lost a lot of things that I would have been really looking forward to. Specifically, this version of ThermaCraft, because the other version, just to me, doesn't feel as fun. It's all the same grind with less creativity, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to cut things here. So thank you very much if you stuck through and listened to me ramble. Next episode, I will probably be doing a lot more work and a lot less talk. But thank you very much. I'm going to do a lot of work today. And I will see you all next time. And yeah, happy Turkey Day, because that's tomorrow. I'll be working. Bye.